You are listening to Charting Cryptos, Commodities, and Currencies. We will start, as we always do, with Bitcoin on the 24-hour-a-day chart. What do we see? Well, Bitcoin up for the week. As far as where it's up, we see that the high for the week is 38,457. Last week, 38,457. No, 37. There we go. So it is up $20 higher this week. A weak candle that's forming a small one. Volume, though, 3 days in. We still have 2 days to go. We're maybe about halfway there, so we'll keep an eye on that. When we look at where we are, first day of the 2-day candle, we had a nice strong, at least, volume on that prior 2-day candle. But as you look at the current one, you can see that like the weekly pushing through the weekly trend line, so is the 2-day. And of course, the half day, this is the 195-minute chart. So on a 24-hour-a-day chart, literally it's just 195 minutes. It has been for the last 3 of those candles going down sharply. So again, the pattern that we have seen with Bitcoin over the course of this last year has been one of the market popping up, pulling back, popping up, pulling back, popping up, pulling back. And it appears, and you can see where, it tops pretty cleanly and then over. We may be there. Bitcoin, however, could be just, again, getting ready to give us a new pattern as we end this year, but let's do pay close attention to the possibility of short positions on it as things do appear to be slowing down, and it may revert to this prior pattern. Keep a close eye on where things are on this volume and penetrations, of course, of the trend line. I could say about ditto with Ethereum, same kind of things already pushed through that prior trend line. We can see 1.5 2-day candles. So 3 days of down movement there, strong down movement as we have seen on these 195 minutes. You can see right here where it passed through strongly, popped up a little bit, rolling back over. So keep your eye on Ethereum for pullbacks. And of course, as we look at Bitwise 10 Crypto Index Fund, it's the top 10 cryptocurrencies balanced, weighted as per market share, Bitcoin being the big one. Next to that, Ethereum much further down the line. What do we see going on there? Again, we can see where we have average volume already, but the volume had been well above average 2 weeks ago, last week above average, and now we're average with 2 days to go. So let's keep an eye on things. We look at where things were last week, 23.40, this week 23.25. So again, you can expect this to roll over if indeed Bitcoin does it. Now, that's where we are with cryptocurrencies. Let's go to commodities. We have a few set up here for you to look at. We see copper, which bottomed, and of course on OK volume started to move up. Again, hard to tell much of a pattern there from copper, but it's good to know what's going on with it because it tells us sort of what's happening with business climate. Remember, copper is used in a lot of heavy industry, and when copper prices really start to suck wind, we can see things deflating in the market. So copper prices moving up. Silver really bounding up over the last 2 weeks. We look at it, and again, gold we have been tracking. We track every day for you, but silver, after trying to move up, losing it, a spinning top here, we can see where it was searching for a short-term bottom. Apparently found it. Not excited about the low volume here, but it is moving up nicely. We look at where we are on the U.S. gasoline fund. I only note this because it's been going down for so long. First time we've seen a green candle in many, many weeks, so keep an eye on that. What about natural gas? Nat gas, as we come into winter, still moving down. Now, my friends, that's very nice to see. Saw how high it got last year with all the fear in Ukraine and then just moving down, down, down. Very nice. That's where we are. Very nice for energy prices and people being able to afford to take care of themselves, keep them and their families warm. Now, look at where we are with the euro. Euro, we saw it bottom right here with, again, finding a bottom with above average on a down move, then a doji with above average, and then slid sideways for a week, and then this climb started, and it has continued to move up, up, up. It's really hard to connect three candles there. We're just going to have to go to these last two. But we are reaching a higher high already this week. Not much to say in volume, but price is moving up. Now we look at the British pound, same kind of thing as we have seen with the euro. We saw it bottom out again as we saw this volume really increase, slide sideways, and then start this recent move up. Same with the yen, which we've talked about going down, down, down for so long. And of course, last week moved over, started going up. And this week, I mean, look at all that volume last week. We've got 2 more days this week. That was the shortened trading week. And we had, excuse me, all that volume. So again, Japanese yen moving up. Things looking nice right there. Well, that is where we are on charting cryptos, commodities, and currencies. One reason I tell you guys all the time that we follow these is for us to look at some things outside your typical ETFs and stocks so that you get some idea as to what's going on in other things, including cryptocurrencies, including commodities, things people eat, use in manufacturing, use in their cars, oil, gas, those types of things, as well as what's going on compared to the US dollar with currencies around the world. And we can see that they are gaining on us. So use that information as you might to help you in making your practice trading decisions. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.